In Escape from Tarkov, there is a type of character called a Scav. This is short for scavenger, and these are civilians and locals from an area and city called Tarkov, which is an entirely fictional place, but it would be located within the Russian Federation. And due to the absolute turmoil that has happened in the lore of Escape from Tarkov, what has happened is these civilians have to scavenge for supplies, whether it be food and water, ammunition, weapons, or other things that they might need. And they, of course, want to try and barter away that stuff to simply live. Now, because most likely these are Russian citizens, a large majority of them will have done at least some sort of army service, which gives them some basic understanding of how to use firearms and also do first aid. Now, when it comes to us, the player that is playing Escape from Tarkov, we can choose to play as a Scav, and what we are given is a randomly generated character with different loadouts, different items, and we can go in and of course try and find loot and then extract that loot to be given to our PMC. But the reality is, when you start to dig deeper on this character, it's actually very sad. These are quite literally just civilians who've got caught up in an apocalypse and they're just simply trying to exist and survive. And in your career, when you play as your PMC in Tarkov and quite possibly get thousands of scav kills over the time that you play the game, you are effectively eliminating a civilian every single time. And although you might think they've chosen a life of violence, because if you run up to them with your PMC, they will shoot at you, they of course will not shoot at fellow scavengers, and that shows that at least they have some sort of honor and understanding of what's going on, and it's just the scary PMCs that they are afraid of, and you can pretty much understand why that's the case. So that is the sad history of the scavenger in Escape from Tarkov. They are quite literally just civilians attempting to survive on whatever they can get their hands on, and unfortunately many of them do not make it. And we don't also know what happened to the females and the children, because all scavengers in Escape from Tarkov, at least at this point in the game's history, are all male. So it's a bit of a worry of what's happened to the rest of the civilian population.